Two philosophies, one question, what's the meaning of life? But what if the answer is nothing? On one hand, we have nihilism, the belief that life is inherently meaningless. On the other, atheism, the rejection of God or gods. But are these two philosophies really the same? Nihilism comes from the Latin word nihil, meaning nothing. It's the idea that in the grand scheme of the universe, our existence is insignificant. There's no inherent purpose, no higher meaning, no cosmic justice. It's a worldview that for many leads to despair, but for others, it offers freedom. The most famous nihilist philosopher, Friedrich Nietzsche, once declared, "God is dead." But what did he really mean? Nietzsche didn't celebrate the death of God. He warned of the chaos that might follow when society loses its religious anchor. Meanwhile, atheism doesn't claim life is meaningless. It simply rejects the idea of a higher power. Atheists don't believe in gods or the supernatural, but they may still find meaning in human relationships, science, art, or the pursuit of knowledge. Globally, the belief in gods is still widespread. According to estimates, about 84% of the world's population identifies with some form of religion. But atheism is on the rise, with 16% of people worldwide identifying as non-religious or atheist, a number that has been steadily growing, especially in Western countries. But what drives people toward nihilism or atheism? For some, it's the search for truth in a world that often seems inconsistent or unjust. For others, it's the rejection of religious dogma, a desire to think independently, and a reliance on empirical evidence. Nihilism often arises in response to personal crisis or existential questioning. What happens when the things we once believed in, whether it's religion, government, or societal structures, fail us? Nihilism gives a name to the void we feel when we confront the meaninglessness of it all. Atheism, however, often comes from a rational perspective. The scientific method and empirical evidence have reshaped the way we understand the universe. If there's no direct evidence for a higher power, many conclude there is none. Despite their differences, both nihilism and atheism share a rejection of traditional belief systems, a challenge to the idea that life is divinely ordained. Both philosophies demand that we find meaning within ourselves, rather than in some external force. Atheism is often criticized for being cold and impersonal. Critics argue that by rejecting belief in God, atheists also abandon belief in human values and the deep meaning of community and spirituality. For many, the loss of belief in God is a threat to the moral and ethical core of society. Whether you find comfort in belief or freedom in questioning, the journey to understanding who we are and what we mean to the universe is one that we all must take. Let me know your perspective in the comments, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more deep dives into philosophy. Thanks for watching.